Hey, we need to talk today. We need to talk about something that I've been thinking for a while, and it's been kind of bugging me. Maybe not for the reason you think, but we need to talk about maybe you're playing. I don't know if you are in that situation or not, but in the years that I've been teaching, I've been getting a lot of emails. And in some of these emails, there is sometimes an undertone of I'm not really worth it. I'm not at the same level you are, and I really want to play like you do or like this guy does, and all of those kind of things rise up in the conversation, and it's been really bothering me, and just want to talk about that a little bit today. So why is it bothering me? It's bothering me for a few reasons. First of all, it's bothering me because you are hurting yourself by believing those things. And I've believed those things and on and off in my years of playing, admiring a player, which is fine, but it's kind of the unhealthy admiration that you might have for someone that you admire. And whenever you have vocabulary that creeps into your mind saying things like, I am not at your level, so the key word is level, or I will never play like you do, or why would you want to work with me when I've only been playing for 3 years? All those kind of things creep in your mind and they really hinder yourself. Not me, just you. All right, so let's talk a little bit about that. This channel, as you know if you've been watching it for a while, the mission statement of the channel is to help you find your voice on the instrument. Keyword is you. This is really about you. Music is, I think, should be about others a little bit, but really about you. What are you trying to say in your music? And if we compare this to the language, like when I'm talking to you, I'm confident talking to you, well, to the cameras, I should say, but I'm comfortable with that role because it's me talking and nobody can replace me, right? Saying those things. Yes, I drop picks sometimes. Yes, I say words that don't exist. I say sometimes, and all those things, they're not perfect, but they're really me. And I think if you have that approach when you are playing music, it's really, really healthy. So yes, you may have expected a lesson here, but I think there is a valuable lesson to be taught here. I would suggest, I strongly recommend, and I know most people are not going to do that, but I really strongly recommend that you put your guitar down on your knees if you want, or on the side, and just in silence, and be comfortable with you first, and the silence around. There is nothing here but you, and if you practice alone, that's even better. You are in your room. Don't try to make abstraction of what anyone else can think. Try to make abstraction of how that player plays, and really search within. What can I bring? I think, this is important, I think that there is something sacred in music. I truly believe that music is a gift that is foreign to humanity in a way. Don't want to get too much into that. Maybe it's part of my beliefs, my Christian beliefs, maybe, but I truly believe that music is foreign to us. And in that sense, it needs to be approached as a gift, as something foreign. So that means that if music truly comes from the divine, that means that your job as a musician is to translate those thoughts that come to your instruments, whether it's a guitar, piano, a voice. But the music itself, the original idea, the source of the inspiration, if you want to create, I think, if you want to create music that is truly music, then don't try to make music by simply, where's my pen? Oh, I dropped it earlier, just by playing. You can, of course, that helps develop your ability to play and all those things. But if you truly listen and listen to what, what is coming from above, Or now there's the AC kicking in. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's not what I'm talking about. And if you don't have anything, just trust that the gift of music is that gift, and start with a note. Just start in silence with a note. And that note is going to tell you what to play next. Well, maybe not that note. The source of the music is going to tell you what comes next. And what I'm hearing, la da dum, da da da, na na, na. If you can translate the thought on your instrument, that's where you can organically create something. And there's something truly beautiful that happens when you spend time doing that. It will put you back in your place, basically. You won't have to compare yourself with X player, because the source, if you believe that the source of music comes from the same creator of music, then whatever you play, you shouldn't feel bad about it. Your task really is not to play like X player, because if you do that, and if you believe that music is from above, if you don't believe that, that's okay too. But if you do, then don't try to replicate what that player is doing. Just try to replicate what the giver is giving you. And if the creator of music is really embedding and giving freely that inspiration to all kinds of players, then what you're going to play, nothing can compete with that. Your job is just to replicate what you're hearing. And really spend time doing that. That's what I mean by helping guitar players around the world find their voice. Really, to be truthful, it would be helping guitar players around the world translate the voice. But that will create something in you that nobody else can touch. It's a participation game. You are actively participating in the creation process of music. And this works with anything. It works in a band context. It works if you're playing over backing tracks. It works if you're composing, which personally is my favorite thing to do. Just translating that beautiful music that comes at the best of your ability. And really, I think it's a very, very healthy way to approach music. And that will trigger your questions too when you're learning how to translate that voice. Your questions will be more targeted. It won't be a question like, how can I play like you? Or how can I be as good as X player? It will be, how can I translate that thought that I have in my mind? And it also frees you from the anxiety of not being creative enough, because there's part of you that is participating in that, but not entirely. I don't think, at least for me, my experience has been that I'm not the complete creator in this. I'm participating in it, and sometimes it takes time, but it often starts in silence, because if the first thing you're doing when you practice is grabbing this and working on scales, patterns, licks, theory, all those things are going to help you translate the thought, but they're not going to help you create the thought. I don't think so. Anyways, that's my thought. Different kind of video. Yes, of course, I probably will get a bunch of thumbs down because I revealed something about me, that a strong core belief about me that people might not agree with, and that's okay. But that's where I am. If you're watching this channel, you kind of need to know who I am too. And I hope this was inspirational for you. If not, that's all right. Watch other videos on my channel. I have some that are not like that. If you don't like any of them, that's okay too. YouTube has plenty of other videos. All right, that's what I had for you today. I just had that on my heart today. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch more lesson-oriented videos, well, browse my channel. I have a lot. And if you really like this, give me a thumbs up. Let me know below what your thoughts are. And subscribe, because every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have a new video that comes out helping guitar players around the world. And just remember that you are awesome. You really are. It's just a matter of listening and translating that with your own being. Who you are makes you unique, and nobody's been ever existed the way that you do. So, all right, practice well. I'll see you next time.